Mousepads. They have been around since the dawn of time. Originally, mousepads were created to keep mice more precise and clean, as some surfaces and dust would cause increased difficulty and precision loss. Today we use optical and laser mice. Since these track well on most surfaces, now mousepads are mostly used by gamers for precision and traveling purposes. I have a few of the more popular mousepads here. The things that I'll be measuring are size, friction, consistency, grip to desk, cost, and tracking. The first mousepad we have here is a QCK Plus. It has a friction of 9 out of 10. The only mousepad that has a 10 out of 10 in friction is the Raindrop XL. Oh, by the way, in case you're curious about the rating system, with friction, the higher the number, the more friction you have. The size of the mousepad is the largest by far, at 17.5 by 15 3/4. You can buy the QCK Plus for about 15 bucks. The QCK Plus has great tracking. The only issue I see is that I bought one before this one and it had a couple dead zones where the mouse would just not track on it. But on this one it seems to work perfectly fine. The next mousepad is the Razer Goliathus Control. It has a bumpy coating and has a lot less friction because I would rate the friction about a 5 out of 10. It's pretty close to a hard pad, to be honest, because of the texture. The size of this mousepad, which is the largest that they offer, is 17 inches by 14. Also, like all Razer products, it is overpriced. For the oversized mat is about 25 bucks. Next up is the EverGlad Titan. This mousepad's surface feels the same as the QCK Plus. The only thing is it's a bit thicker and harder, so it doesn't curl up as easily. But to be honest, when you put a mouse across it, it feels almost exactly the same. I don't know if there's more than one size of these, but this one's about 14 inches by 10 inches. Also, the price is about $15. This is the Razer Destructor Pad. It's got the least friction of all the mousepads that I own. Its dimensions are 14 by 10. It has a little bit of a gritty texture. When you move your mouse across it, it almost feels like you're on an air hockey table. It costs about 30 bucks. This is the new Func Arch type. It actually has a different texture on the rough side than the original Func Arch type. The friction of the rough side rivals the friction of the Destructor Pad with a friction of 1. But the smooth side has a friction of about 3. The dimensions of the pad are 11 inches by 9. The texture of the mouse pad on the rough side is obviously a bit gritty. On the smooth side it is perfectly smooth. The price for it is 25 bucks, but you can customize it for about 30. The last mouse pad I'm going to review in this video is the Func 1030. I have an Alienware one because I bought an Alienware PC a long time ago. The rough side is a little bit gritty and has quite a bit more friction than the newer hard pads. I give the rough side of this pad a friction of 4 and the smooth side a friction of 3. The dimensions are 10 inches by 8.5 and the price is about 17 bucks. So that's all the mouse pads I'm going to review today. Feel free to comment and make suggestions. Also feel free to bicker amongst yourselves because every time you visit the page that's another view for me. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this and goodbye. I will put the mousepad specs in the sidebar.